Good morning. So we're going to work on the 3.5 notes. Okay. So for the compound interest formula, and compound interest is what is most commonly used, everybody. I guess it's moving. This is actually on the 29th. Sure, we'll get to these notes. But anyways, okay, so we're going to enter our essential question for this. So how can you calculate compound interest for your savings account? Okay, so we have our compound interest formula, everybody. Okay, so it's the balance is equal to the principal times 1, so you do parentheses 1 plus the rate times the number of times compounded per year, raised to the number of times compounded times the time. So I know if you're using decimals, everybody, you don't have to do the parentheses like that. You will want to do parentheses on this one, though, so that it multiplies those first. Okay, so, and for interest, everybody, it's going to be interest is equal to how much interest is earned is the balance minus principal. Okay, so remember, B stands for balance, so the ending balance. P is the principal or the original balance. I'm not talking about Mr. Gilmore, I'm talking about the principal or original balance. Okay. R is the interest rate. Okay, of course, that's a decimal. Okay. And N, remember I said is the number of times that it's compounded per year. So number of times compounded annually or per year. Okay, so CMPD, everybody stands for compound. And then T is our time in years. When you're working with these, everybody, you always want to identify all the variables. Okay, so let's go over the time. Okay, so let's compare okay, so we're going to compare time versus number of times per year or annually. Okay, so let's look at that, everybody. So what if we had an example? So we have annual. So the time is going to be 1, so just 1 time a year, and N would be 1. Okay, if it's semi-annual, so semi, everybody, just like if we have semi-annual plants, they bloom twice a year. Okay, so the time is going to be 6 months or half a year. Okay, and so it's going to be compounded twice a year. But you can also do So 6/12 simplifies to 1/2, which is also 5/10, so 0.5. Okay. We can also have if it's compounded monthly, everybody. Or if you just have where it's going to be for 1 month, you want to know how much interest you earn in 1 month, so that would be the time. So 1/12, 12 months in a year, everybody, and it'd be compounded every month. So n would be equal to 12. Okay, quarterly. So quarters, everybody, 4 quarts in a gallon, 4 quarters in a dollar. Okay, so quarterly, for the time, everybody, if it's quarterly, would be, so you want to know how much you earn in a quarter. So that would be 3 months out of 12, okay? Which everybody, 3 months, remember, is 1 quarter. So 0.25, so 25 hundredths, okay? And it would be quarter compounded 4 times a year, okay? Weekly. Okay, weekly, everybody, would be, if you want to know how much interest you earned in 1 week, it would be 1/52, so 52 weeks in a year, everybody. 52 weeks in a year. Okay. If we wanted to know daily, yes, some people want to know that. How much did I earn daily? So daily, everybody. So I would do, so if I want to know how much interest I'm earning per day, so it would be 1/365. Everybody, 365 days a year being compounded daily, and would be equal to 365. Again, 365 days in a year, okay? If we wanted to know hourly, how much interest we're earning hourly, it'd be 1/8,760, okay? And then n would be equal to 8,760, okay? Okay, everybody, you got this. So let's go ahead and go to the next part. That's not enough hours, but okay. So let's see. Okay. So Vanessa deposits $1,650 for 3 years. At 3% interest, compounded daily. And we wanted to know what's her balance. So what's going to be the balance in her savings account? Okay, so we're going to do, everybody, so you want to do where you identify all the variables, okay? So we're going to have, so principal is going to be 1,650. Time is going to be 3 years. The rate, everybody, remember, drop the percent sign and go to the left, so it's going to be 0.03. Remember, drop the percent sign, go to the left, add the decimal and the 0. Okay. Compounded daily. We just said 365 days in a year. So n is going to be equal to 365. We want to know the balance. And we're solving for balance, and then we'll also solve for the interest, how much interest she earns. Okay. So let's go ahead and substitute it in, everybody. So we're going to do balance is equal to. So we're going to substitute in principal. So 1,650. Okay. I'm going to write the formula again over here. Balance is equal to, everybody, 1 plus, this is for a single deposit. Okay, so single deposit single deposit balance. So we're going to have balance is equal to, and then 1 plus our rate, so 0.03, so 300ths, divided by 365, times, okay, you're going to do a caret key, so that's shift in X, shift in the number 6, and then parentheses, and then you're going to do N times T, so 365 times our time of 3 years. Okay, everybody remember we're going to round to the hundredths place, so it's money. So we get $1,805.38. Okay. Okay, we want to know how much interest is earned. So how much interest did Vanessa earn in the 3 years on the $1,650? So remember, everybody, interest is equal to the balance minus the principal. Okay, for a single deposit. Okay, so go ahead and figure that out. So we go ahead and figure that out, and it's going to be so 1,805.38 minus 1,550, 650. I got, so Vanessa earned $155.38 in interest. Okay. I do want to emphasize, everybody, that this is single compound balance. So we use the abbreviation SCB. Okay, so SCB is the name for this one. Okay, let's do another example, everybody. I'm going to turn and do it on the next page. Let's take a room. Okay, so this is 3.5. Continued, so okay, single compound balance. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do this one. So what is his balance? After 5 years, everybody. Okay, so let's look. So this is for 1. Okay, so 1 deposits $2,350 at 3.1% compounded monthly. And we want to know what his balance is after 3 years. Okay, everybody, so we're going to do just like we did before, identify all the variables. Okay, so our principal, okay, everybody, is the 2,350. So get in the habit of doing that. N is going to be 12 months in a year. Our rate, everybody remember, drop the percent sign and go to the left, drop the percent sign, go to the left, add the decimal and the 0. So 0.031. Okay, and our time is going to be 5 years. Okay, so time is 5, we can just do 5. And we're going to solve for balance and, of course, interest. Okay, so again, everybody, we're using our formula. Balance is equal to principal. So this is for a single compound single deposit, compound balance. So 1 plus R divided by N, raised to the N times T. Okay, so we're going to use that formula. So balance is equal to 2,350 times 1 plus the rate, so 0.031, divided by the time, so 12. And it's going to be raised to the N times T, so 12 times 5. Okay, so we put that all in the calculator. Go ahead and put that in the calculator. Make sure everybody you do these parentheses. It may depend on your calculator. You may need to put a times there or you may not. Okay. So I got, it was $2,743.45. Okay. Okay, and we want to know the interest earned. So the interest earned is going to be, I is equal to the balance minus the principal. So we bring down that balance, so the $2,743.45 minus 2,350. So the interest is equal to $393.45. Okay, everybody got this?